What up, people? Alright, sorry if I'm a state. Look at those hands. Just fresh home from the gym. What I'm going to do, telling you about my homemade It ain't homemade, it's not like I'm freaking Breaking Bad lab in my house. I'm talking about putting my own pre-workout together. So I don't like buying the pre-made ones. I like knowing exactly what I get in it and getting the perfect amounts of those things. But before I tell you about that, here's some footage, just a little bit of footage, not loads, from a bit of my arm workout.
They said that I should branch out. Here I am, breaking through the ceiling. Riding this, I felt uncomfortable with crazy.
So now you've enjoyed that, let's get into it, okay? So what I do with my pre-workout is, like, I've got them all here, I'm going to talk you through them now. I buy separate things, measure them into a little pot. I've got them here. Buy my own little pot, buy them from the supermarket or whatever. Stick the stuff in all together, got my own pre-workout. And I normally take it an hour before my workout. Otherwise, I might take it literally like moments before I even start my workout. So here is what's in this. Citrulline malate. This one, gonna keep things short. I'm not gonna get into the deep science of things because I don't want these videos to go on forever, which they probably already are, because listen to me right now, I'm talking too much. Citrulline malate basically is gonna help you produce more nitric oxide, which is NO, like those NO explode drinks and stuff like that. That's what it's going to help you do. And what nitric oxide what nitric oxide does, it's a vasodilator, or vasodilator, however you want to say it, meaning it expands the blood vessels, only temporarily while there's more nitric oxide in the system going through your blood. By expanding the blood vessels, it means more blood's able to flow through, which means more nutrients are going to get carried to the muscle, as well as you're going to get a greater pump on because more blood's going to be able to go to the muscle, as well as it's going to carry more of the bad shit away quickly, more efficiently from the muscle. Beta alanine. Beta alanine is basically, if you've ever had a pre-workout and you get that sort of itchy feeling on your face or around your ears, you just want to rub your face and it just makes it worse. That's what gives you this feeling, beta alanine. The simple reason for it causing that itchiness is that it's just making the little nerve endings in your skin and in your face, they're just firing more intensely than they previously would because of the beta alanine. It's not going to last, it's not going to harm you. It's purely just a simple sensation that is a byproduct of those nerves firing a bit harder. Beta alanine, basically, when it's in your system, it's going to help your body produce more carnosine, and carnosine is basically going to help you combat fatigue, as all these products do. Creatine monohydrate. There's tons of different creatines out there. Creatine monohydrate is by far the longest standing, the most tested, the one with the most science and tests and all that to back it up, as well as a product that works. So if you don't want to complicate things too much, go with creatine monohydrate. It's cheap and it's definitely effective. One of the energy systems that your body uses, that your muscles use to keep going and not fatigue, creatine is basically a source of that energy. So the idea with creatine is, by taking creatine in and not just having it from foods such as beef and stuff like that, you're building up the stores that are going to be in your muscles. So when it comes to the moment where the muscle needs this extra creatine to keep it going, you've already got, you know, more stores built up to help you go that a little bit further. And this isn't talking about like a long-term, like running a marathon and it's going to help you through those last little bits. This is talking more so for us bodybuilding, when you're pushing those weights and in that moment where normally your muscles would probably want to give up and you wouldn't be able to do another rep, it's going to grab onto that extra bit of creatine you've got in your system. It's going to help you get through an extra couple of reps without fatiguing so quickly. So like I said, reiterating, all these are helping you with fatigue. Then lastly, most of these I buy, put them out the way, I buy unflavored. So if you don't like the flavor of them, you might want to add a bit of flavor, which normally you can have in the form of BCAAs. Personally, so without the BCAAs, this all together basically tastes like a cloudy lemonade, but a super, super sour one. I quite enjoy it actually, and because of the sourness, because of the sharpness, it actually makes me feel a bit more pumped anyway, because I'm a bit like, what? BCAAs normally are in all pre-workouts that you would buy, like complete pre-workouts. Amino acids, when you have like whey protein or something, they get broken down. Any protein gets broken down, and it gets broken down into amino acids. So that's why there's no calories in this, because it's already in the simplest form. So your body's going to take it straight in, use it up, and those muscles are going to survive. But I don't put it in my pre-workout. The reason for this is I eat my food prior to the workout, so for me that's enough protein. I drink BCAAs during my session, as soon as I start my session, so the BCAAs are going in then, plus you're having protein post-workout, which is going to break down into branched chain amino acids. So this is up to you. If you can afford to, have BCAAs before as well. Last thing that goes in my pre-workout, or well, it's not in here, but I have it with it, is these ThermoPure. ThermoPure, that's just the name of this My Protein product. But what this essentially is, the reason I've bought it is because it's got caffeine in it and it's got theanine in it. Caffeine, as you know, boosts your system. You know, it gives you that sort of alertness, just gets you firing. You know what caffeine does. Theanine, it's like a relaxant. So I don't mean relaxing as in it's going to make you tired, but it just helps sort of calm some of these systems. Caffeine, you know, it gets you going, but it also gets you a little bit almost messy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're buzzing a bit too much. Theanine kind of balances that out. So the idea with theanine and caffeine together means that you get all the benefits of caffeine, but you also get much more focus, much more, you're tuned in so much more to the benefits of caffeine. You can focus, know exactly what you're doing, but you've also got the energy and the hype that comes with it as well. Put all these together, the overall thing that you're looking for and you're going to get from these is not fatiguing so quickly in the gym. And when we talk about fatiguing, the important thing here is I'm not talking about necessarily going on and training for two hours or an hour longer than you normally would. What this means is, like I said, during those sets where normally you would have to stop or you would fail or you might want to give up, these products combined are going to give your muscles the extra energy to be able to push through and make you do more reps. And as you know, the more reps on a heavier weight or whatever, that's when you're going to grow. For a couple of years, I never really took pre-workouts, or I wasn't that clued into why I would take one. I just thought it was literally just to make you more awake in the gym. Now that I've started making my own cocktail and I've got all the perfect amounts, I wouldn't train without one. Every now and then, don't get me wrong, I forget to take one and I do notice the big difference, especially with the citrulline malate. Tests that have been shown, people doing their like rep max, and the ones on the citrulline malate were able to, over consecutive sets, keep hitting those higher rep ranges. And I noticed this the first time I had this, I did a leg session, and on the leg press I worked my way up to my heaviest weight and I was putting out a couple of reps. I think it was like 8 reps or 6 reps, and whereas normally after that I'd be fatigued and the next set would inevitably be harder and I wouldn't be able to get as many reps, I was literally just matching my reps set for set. I was able to put my weights up then because I wasn't as fatigued. Honestly, I noticed this straight away. So for me, I find all these work absolutely perfect. Citrulline malate, so in this case with this My Protein product, I have 2 scoops, which is 8 grams, but maybe when you want to try it for the first time like I did, for the first 2-3 times, I just had 4 grams just to work myself into it. Beta alanine, you have about just under half a scoop, maybe a third a scoop, which is around 2 grams. I find 2 grams is enough. You want to be having around maybe 2 to 4 a day, but I tend to have 2 a day purely because if I have too much at one time, the itching sensation is too much, too crazy. But I would recommend taking this maybe post-workout as well then. Creatine, 1 scoop, 5 grams a day, but for a while I was actually taking 10 grams a day at separate times in the day, post and pre-workout. The reason I was having 2 scoops, so 10 grams a day, was because when you have creatine, a lot of that goes to waste and doesn't actually get used because there's only so much your body can take in at one time. So I figured if I have it twice in the day, there's more chance of my body taking in more of it. And I'm actually gonna, after my show, go back to having 2 scoops per day, or 10 grams. And the BCAAs, 1 scoop of that gives you around 5 grams of BCAAs. I have that, at the moment I'm having it during my workout, then I'll have some more when I do my cardio post-workout. And if I haven't eaten enough before my workout, I'll have it before. And if I'm not eating my food quick enough after my workout, I'll have it after. I've created a link for every individual product and it's down in the description. Please use those links if you want to support me. Otherwise, there's a link for the My Protein website if you just want to search the products yourself. But by going through that link, you're supporting me, you're letting My Protein know that you found these products and you maybe bought some stuff through them. So it'd be much appreciated if you can do that. And if you haven't already got a discount code, use James O at the checkout and you'll get 10% off. That's my stuff. I've just finished my workout, like I said. I've got to go and eat. I've got salmon and stir fry, veg. That's me done. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Loads more videos coming out over the next 3 weeks as I go into my show. Hope you're going to enjoy them. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you soon. Blackout.